wife's bedroom has 5 problems. And none of them have anything to do with money. The owner probably spent thousands on furniture, and it still feels wrong. I'm going to tell you exactly why, as an architect. And I'll show you how to fix every single one. Welcome to Architect's Eye, where we put real rooms under a professional lens. No renovations, no budgets, just the principles that separate a room that works from one that doesn't. Before we get into it, hit like, hit subscribe. Now, let's look closer. The first thing I notice, and this is the most common bedroom mistake I see, is the bed placement. It's pushed against a side wall in the corner. People do this to save space. But what it actually does is destroy the room's balance. In architecture, we talk about the command position. The bed is the dominant element in a bedroom. It needs to be seen when you enter the room, ideally centered on the main wall, facing the door, not parallel to it. When a bed is shoved into a corner, the entire room feels accidental. Like furniture was placed, not designed. The fix here costs nothing. Pull the bed to the center of that wall. Leave equal space on both sides, even if one side only has 50 centimeters of clearance. The wardrobe is speaking a different language. Look at the wardrobe next to the window. On its own, it's fine. The problem is what's next to it on the other wall, that floating walnut console under the TV. Low, horizontal, no visible legs, almost weightless. Now look at the wardrobe. Tall, boxy, sitting heavy on the floor, with crown molding running along the top. That's 2 different design languages in one room. One piece says, modern, minimal, floating. The other says, traditional, grounded, substantial. Your eye can't reconcile them, so the room feels unplanned, like 2 different people furnished it on 2 different days. The fix. The wardrobe shouldn't be furniture, it should be architecture. Take it floor to ceiling in that exact spot, flush with the wall, no crown molding, no visible gap above it. The moment it runs full height, it stops reading as a piece placed in the room, and starts reading as built-in millwork, the same language as the floating console. You're not adding a rule to the room anymore, you're removing the conflict entirely. The focal wall has no focus. This wood slab wall behind the bed is a great idea. Texture, warmth, a clear signal of, this is the headboard wall. Architecturally, it's the right move. The ceiling, the hero of this room. This is a recessed cove ceiling with a built-in plenum. That step-down channel running along the perimeter isn't decorative, it's functional. It hides the transition between the structural slab and the finished surface, and it gives the designer a place to tuck in hidden cove lighting without a single visible fixture. Then layered on top of that, you've got a track lighting system, those slim black rails with adjustable heads. Notice they're not symmetrical for the sake of symmetry. They're aimed deliberately. One set washes the accent wall and the artwork, another grazes down the wardrobe face, and a third pulls focus toward the bed. That's called layered lighting design, ambient, accent, and task light, all controlled independently. And last is the rug. It's the right idea. Texture on the floor, warmth underfoot. But it's too small, and a small rug is almost worse than no rug at all. When a rug is undersized, it floats in the middle of the room like an island. It doesn't relate to the furniture around it. Architecturally, a rug's job is to define a zone, to say, this area belongs together. When it's too small, it does the opposite. It makes the room feel fragmented. The rule I use: the rug should extend at least 60 centimeters beyond each side of the bed. Both bedside tables should sit partially on it. When you step out of bed in the morning, your feet should land on the rug, not on cold floor. 5 problems, 0 renovation. Every single fix I mentioned today costs little to nothing. It's about understanding why a room feels wrong before you spend money trying to make it feel right. That's what an architect's eye gives you. Now I want to look at your bedroom. Send me photos in the comments below, or DM me on Instagram at an architect's eye.